it's a very different environment. Mia sitting pretty in winner's side Grand Zakola, having to take 2 sets off if he wants that glory.
Yeah, no, but he looks like he really wants it. With this
strong start! Oh my god!
Killing, but Andrew just barely missing. Nice air dodge from Mia. Good side B from T, just resetting it. The disadvantage, but that up air is gonna hit. He's at 151 now, and he's trying to
Hey, what's going on? As you can see, I am not currently at home. I'm in an undisclosed location filming some very, very important content, but nothing is more important than rounding up the tournament results from the last 7 days from the 4 corners of the FGC globe for you fine people. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. This weekend in Greece, Clash of the Olympians went down, a monumental event when you consider the implications it carried for the Tekken World Tour leaderboard. Proof of this was the sheer amount of international competition coming from all over the world to add points in their ranking and increase their chances at making the top 19 and directly qualify for the finals early next year in New Orleans. Among the sheer amount of European talent in attendance, only 4 made the top 8, which kicked off with Sephi Black facing off against America's Anakin. The NA Jack player proved to be too solid, bagging a 2-0 victory and headed to winners finals. And it was to be an all-US winners finals as Joey Fury followed suit, defeating Kokoma with another 2-0 and establishing an all-Jack All-American winners finals. In losers, Cuddlecore beat Tetsu and Ayo Richie ended Tibetano's hopes of gaining any additional points. Kokoma rebounded from the loss in winners side and eliminated Cuddlecore 2-0, and Sephi Black replicated that score against Ayo Richie to lock in the final top 4. A dominating performance in winners final from Joey Fury saw him get the better of Anakin, pulling out the Marduk as he cruised to a 3-0 victory, not only earning a place in grand finals but also sneaking his way into the top 19 of the leaderboard. Sephi Black was also hungry for points, and that let him make it past Kokoma, winning their losers semi-finals match. But Anakin was yet again too strong, and for the second time today defeated the German to once again meet Joey Fury in grand finals. This time round, grand finals started a little bit better for the Jack player, who took an early game 1. But that was all the momentum he would get, as he was once again beaten by a stellar performance from Joey Fury, who won the event and not only bagged all 220 points from first place, but also received the honor of wearing the classic Clash of the Olympians traditional Greek dress, one of the most unique prizes in the FGC. Among the other events at Clash, we saw the Italian Libra on Marisa winning the Street Fighter 6 event, defeating local player Guts in grand finals with a clean 3-0 sweep. In one of the earliest MK1 offline events in Europe, local multi-game fighting game legend Nivek took home the victory after defeating Fleet Admiral M in grand finals in a very close set that went to a game 5, ending 3-2 in favor of the Raiden player. In Strive, we had a mirror grand finals of the 2022 match, as Sarani and Boss Cypher met for the second year in a row. Last year's tournament was Sarani's springboard into the Strive scene, and now she's considered to be one of the very best in the region. She had no problems proving it again this year. She went undefeated in the bracket to earn the title of champion once again. Soul Calibur 6 was also featured at Clash of the Olympians, and in an all-French grand finals, to no surprise, we saw Sams winning the whole bracket, beating Saziel, who was coming from the loser's side. Finally, in Dragon Ball Fighters, we had another all-French fight as Noka and Wade clashed heads in grand finals. Wade proved to be too strong yet again, and the 3-0 scoreline was a statement from the Frenchman looking to qualify for next year's World Tour finals. Clash of the Olympians was a Tenkaichi event, which meant that Wade was able to bag 200 points, meaning he's now tied in 3rd place on the leaderboard. Mexican major Thunderstruck is back with the 2023 edition, hosting over 200 players across a variety of games. Dragon Ball FighterZ was a power event, which means the winner immediately qualifies for the World Tour Finals. Some of the strongest US players were in attendance for top 8, including Lucar, Garlic Bread, Zane, and Legendary Bread. West Coast players Garlic Bread and Zane met in winners' side of top 8, with Zane's Beerus comeback being cut short despite a scrappy final exchange. Neku was also able to qualify for winners' finals, defeating Pred and looking extremely optimal in the process. However, after a slight miscalculation of hit stun decay, Neku quickly fell to the losers bracket as Garlic Bread secured the grand final spot with a 3-0 sweep in winners' finals. Meanwhile, in losers, Lucar was working his way through the opponents, even taking a 2-0 win over Zane in losers semis. Looking to continue the impressive form he showed at CEO Taku, Lucar met Neku in losers final, and after an intense final game exchange, Neku managed to take it 3-2. So it was a run back in grand finals as Neku attempted to defend home soil, but could he even take a single game this time, let alone reset the bracket? Sadly, the answer was no, as Garlic Bread's incredibly unorthodox and strong team mastery of Baby, Ginyu, and Krillin has now taken him all the way to the World Tour Finals as he walks away with the 4-star Dragon Ball. Street Fighter 6 saw over 120 entrants show out, and looking at the bracket, the immediate favourite appeared to be Kusanagi, who seemed to tear through his winner's side matches to grand finals. But the MVP of this top 8 was another Mexican player, Maximilov, with his electric DJ play. Working through loser's side, he dispatched Azza Belmont and Taco before eliminating Hokuto in loser's semi-final. With momentum on his side, he then beat Uriel Velorio in losers finals 3-0 to earn a place in grand finals. Kusanagi's Ken, however, was on another level, and Maximil finally met his match and his end. An impressive run nonetheless, and a great showing for the Mexican Street Fighter scene from all involved, as Kusanagi was crowned the Thunderstruck 2023 Street Fighter 6 champion. As Thunderstruck is a Mexican major, of course the main event of the weekend was King of Fighters 15, and top 8 started strong, with both Lokov and Cooper taking their respective winners semi-final matches in dominant 2-0 fashion. Winners Finals was extremely back and forth between two of the strongest in the region as we went down to a final game, but Cooper emerged victorious with some beautiful Benimaru play. Loser side had Wera Asamaya showing up as he took out Zaga, Kula and Cofro Honesto to get his spot in losers final. It was an intense last game, last character situation, but Lokov had the run back in his mind as he somehow defended against Wero's Iori onslaught with Geese. Grand Finals was as close as it gets, going to 2-2, but there will be no reset as Cooper re-establishes himself as one of Mexico's KOF greats with a massive win at Thunderstruck 2023.
So that's our second edition now, isn't it?
The Merseyside FGC have broken their own records this year, with Drowning Pools 2023 setting attendance records for the organisation. Various games were featured this weekend, but the big focus was on games such as Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear Strive, alongside, of course, the coveted Mystery Game Tournament.
Even though I played it before, it's not impossible.
In winners finals, a final game showdown occurred between Rapid and Link Nova, with Rapid forcing Link Nova to switch off of Aki and bring out the JP for a mirror match in the final game. The switch did prove to be the piece of the puzzle needed for Link Nova, and they moved on, finally triumphing in a tense final round. In losers semis, Scythe had work to do after being sent to losers by Link Nova. The Kimberley player, who had relocated to Birmingham for uni from London, was on a mission to make a statement, and they started their losers run with a clean 3-0 sweep over the Blanca from Benners. It was a similar affair in losers finals, where Rapid tried to stop Scythe in their tracks, but to no avail. The Kimberley offense in the corner proving too deadly, and the JP was unable to hold out as Scythe moved on to grand finals to get their run back against Link Nova. A massive drop from Link Nova, who could have evened the score, gave Scythe a chance to capitalise on the mistake, and they reset the bracket 3-1. The costly mistake proving to be a fatal one for the JP. And this prompted a switch back to Aki once more to try and stop Scythe, but it still wasn't enough as Scythe continued to push the Kimberly offense and took the tournament after a huge losers run. Over in Guilty Gear Strive, some familiar faces were in attendance in the top 4, with both Tiger Pop and DeJojo having to face off in the winners finals. Tiger Pop completely called out DeJojo's defense after a wall break to secure the set 3-1 and make it to grand finals. In losers semi, Scarfelt had managed to continue their losers run in style, having travelled from Ireland to attend the tournament. Their opponent was Gideon's Gold Lewis, who they quickly dispatched with Milia's mix-ups into Super, finishing the set 3-1.
There we go.
Losers finals was a quick affair, DeJojo eager to earn the run back against Tiger Pop as they faced off against Scarfelt, but they swept the set in a quick 3-0 despite a couple of unintended drops. Grand Finals was a run back that delivered, as it was a final game, final round situation to decide if the tournament would end there or if DeJojo could reset the bracket. Unfortunately, it was not to be, as once again Tiger Pop came out on top thanks to another call out of DeJojo's defense and winning the set 3-2 and taking the tournament. But none of this action came close to the excitement and tension of the Mystery Game tournament. And Grand Finals took place in a first to 15 format. The two players of Johnster and Boot X facing off in a barrage of quickfire games from the 1980s and 90s. There was puzzle stacking and even a face-off between two giant T-Rexes. But the tournament was decided when Boot X made a mistake in Spot the Difference, giving Johnster that 15th point that he needed to secure the most coveted win of the weekend.
It's over.
There we go. Johnster wins it.
Johnster takes it.
Hey, what's going on? It's me again. I just want to take a moment to thank all of the amazing people that are involved in the Reversal Roundup squad that help every single week grabbing us clips and notes on some of these amazing events that are happening around the world involving some of your favorite fighting games. So thank you so much to the team. Without you guys, it would not be possible to put this together. So big thumbs up to you. And of course, we have to thank the TOs as well. Without you guys, obviously there wouldn't be any events, but you TOs that are sending us information about your events so that we can check them out and make sure that they get included in the roundup. We appreciate you as well. If you've got an event coming up or you're part of a community that will be attending an event, please do send us the information in advance. That would be the Start GG page, the Twitch stream link or whatever streaming platform that we can view it on, and just whatever information about the event that you can provide so we can check it out and see whether it would be suitable for the roundup show. I also want to thank everybody who's already following and engaging with our content. Anyone that drops a like, a comment, or even shares any of the videos on socials, thank you so much for helping the engagement of everything we do at Reversal. If you can smash that like button that's down here somewhere, we'd really appreciate that. That will push up the algorithm and you'll be able to recommend us to your friends. If you're not already subscribed, then please do that because you'll see all of our brand new content first. Of course, you can follow us on social media as well, and Twitter is the best place to do that. That's Reversal_GG, and that should be probably somewhere down here for you now to check out. You can also catch all of our live broadcasts as well. They're on twitch.tv/ReversalGG. There's no underscore for that one. That includes our CPT World Warrior events for both UK and Ireland and France. That would be Bracket Reset and the Ultimate Open series. And talking of events, we cannot let it go past without mentioning the highlight of the European live event calendar. That's UFA, which is happening at the end of November, and tickets for that are on sale right now. It's going to be featuring pretty much all of your favorite fighting games, so you can check out @UFA Gaming on Twitter and find out more about that and pick up your early tickets at the lowest prices possible. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get back into the important information, which is these tournaments. Let's check it out. On Saturday, it was the return of Tokyo Online Party, which is a single elimination 3v3 team tournament with 152 registered teams. That's over 450 players. With such a large turnout, the stream ran for just over 11 hours of Street Fighter 6 action. And while most of the teams consisted of some of the best Japanese players, there were still players of all skill levels, notably Team Goal Get On Stream, a team consisting of Platinum Diamond players who did in fact make it on stream. After about 12 hours of the tournament, we finally made it down to a top 4. All Will Be One versus Kamikaze Patriots started with a Xylee versus Goichi Chun-Li mirror that Xylee won. Momoshi's Luke then won over Eda's Chun-Li and lost to Noble's Luke in the mirror, who went on to beat Kai B to move on to Grand Finals. In the other semi-final, Team Jury and Honda's Shohei beat Itstairs Elisa's Luke for Team Rabbit's Tail. They then lost to Rolling O's Kimberly, and then Nashi's Jury won to face Rabbit Tail's Hideo 815 Ken, who went on to beat Muscle's Honda, securing the win and setting up Team Kamikaze Patriots versus All Will Be One in Grand Finals. After a close back and forth between the two teams, it all came down to a Luke mirror matchup between Noble and Elissa. And while Elissa put up a good fight, Noble was too strong and carried his team to the tournament win over 152 others. Clutch is a French organisation from the Caribbean in the French West Indies. They ran an invitational event called Pro Invitational, mixing well-known mainland French players like Kyungster, Verdoyance and Skill, and players from the West Indies. The top 3 boiled down to some familiar faces. In losers final, Junior Leo's Ken eliminated Kyungster's JP 3-1, earning a run back versus RMK Fast in Grand Finals. Unfortunately, RMK Fast had a dominant performance in Grand Finals with a sweeping 3-0 victory over Junior Leo. The rapidly rising Blanca adds another win to his growing list of achievements. No CPT online premiere this week means it's a quick roundup of the World Warriors. In Asia East, it was the Aobi Cup, and Chris Wong's Luke took it over Uma 237 3-0 in Grand Finals. Digital Havoc in Canada East saw Safe beat Rami's Rashid 3-2 in Grand Finals.
Having the corner control, and he dies.
That was enough to put Safe at the top of the leaderboard. In South Africa, Get Washed was safe from Jarby M this week, which left us a Will Bartness and Acute Moon showdown which stretched across 3 sets. It was Will Bartness's Chun-Li that overcame the Marissa 3-2 in a tense Shin Grand Finals. And in South America East, Dookie swept Grand Finals 3-0 over Patusi 77's Ken. An unbelievably dominant run which saw them only drop 1 game during the entire tournament. ReWired Fest 2023 took place this weekend in collaboration with VG Bootcamp, their first return to event hosting since last year. Hosted at the University of Arkansas, a massive $25,000 prize pool was to be shared between 2 games, Street Fighter 6 and Smash Ultimate. Street Fighter 6 saw Just a Kid taking on Kung Fu Hustle in winners finals in a jury mirror match. A big whiff punish after the shimmy pushed Kung Fu Hustle to a pixel, and after a quick scramble, Just a Kid moved on to Grand Finals, securing the 3-1 victory. Loser semis saw Basida and Riles Barkley battling it out with an unfortunate overextension in Burnout, with the DJ from Riles allowing Basida to jump in and punish, clinching the set 3-1 and moving on to losers finals. In the losers finals, Basida then took on Kung Fu Hustle, and it was clear that Basida was on fire after their previous win, securing a stun into a combo to sweep the set 3-0. Just a Kid's jury was waiting for Basida in Grand Finals, and whilst the losers' run momentum was there, it wasn't enough for him to take the victory. Just a Kid getting the final hit on a jump in to win the set 3-1 and earn himself $4,000 in prize winnings. Smash Ultimate also had huge competition at ReWired Fest, with the event being ranked as a B+ tier event in the Ultimate Power Rankings. Winners Finals was a set that has played out countless times, with Gluttony and Mute Ace facing off. Gluttony capitalized on every mistake possible and closed the set out with a huge off-screen chase down, taking the set 3-1 to move on to Grand Finals. Light and Spargo faced off in losers semis in yet another set we've seen before, though this time Light comes out on top in dominating fashion as he closes set out 3-0, not giving the Cloud any breathing room at all. In losers finals, Light and Mew faced off to see who would go on to face the awaiting Gluttony in grand finals. And it was a set with blistering pace, but a single whiff of the shield from Mutace led to Light getting the confirm he needed, closing it out 3-1 and moving on to face Gluttony. And that grand finals delivered a spectacular set that went down to its final game. Gluttony and Light going back and forth with the Wario and Fox matchup, and in the end, when it counted, Gluttony controlled the pace of Game 5 to outplay Light and take the tournament, earning himself a $6,000 prize for first place. And on top of that, a huge boost in the Ultimate Power rankings.
Here we go.
Kagaribi 11 took place this weekend in Tokyo with almost 1,500 entrants. It was absolutely huge and of course had all the JP usual suspects to show why the region is currently considered the best in the world. Special mention to Flo, who made the trip from France and finished 17th, taking down big names like Proto Burnham and Jogibu. Top 8 opened on a super close set between Asimo and Yoshidora. It went all the way to the last game, last stock, and Yoshidora clutches out the win 3-2. Up next, it was Hurt taking on Zachary. Hurt got sent into losers early in top 192 and made a lot of damage on their run in losers bracket with Snake, eliminating Yara, Shuton and more. Another 5-game thriller, but Zachary took the win 3-2. Now to the winner's side, and Mia's Mr. Game & Watch opened the set with the most ridiculous bucket use and continued with a dominant 3-0 over T's Pac-Man. The others winner semi-finals was A-Cola's infamous Steve, winning versus Kananabe's Fox in the most Steve way possible. He even looked apologetic about it. Up next, T opted for the Kazuya pick versus Zachary's Rob and took the win 3-2 last game, last stock, whilst Yoshidora took Kananabe down 3-1. Winners final, and it was another 5-game thriller between Mia and A-Cola, and Mia wins 3-2, popping off. It looked like this set was genuinely exhausting. In losers semis, Yoshidora versus T, and it was Yoshidora who took it 3-1. After the win, you can also see T not salty at all, giving his opponent a hug and laughing it out. You can see how much they enjoyed this set. But as much as Yoshidora enjoyed losers semis, losers final was a different matter, as Yoshidora wasn't enough for A-Cola and he took a dominating 3-1 victory, giving himself the run back versus Mia in grand finals. This time round, grand finals ended up even more so in Mia's favour, opening with another big brain moment. This set the pace and it went on to be a 3-1 victory over A-Cola. Mia is your new Kagaribi champion, a dominant performance. That is all we've got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Roundup. And again, thank you very much for engaging with the content and helping us spread the word of all the work we're doing here at Reversal. It really, really is appreciated. If you are attending an event or, of course, a TO of an event, please do hit us up on social media. That's at Reversal_GG with all the info of your event, and we'll check it out for next time's Roundup. But until then, thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you next time round. Take care.